Have you ever bitten into a piece of fruit and thought, wow, this tastes synthetic? I recently had that experience. And it got me thinking about artificial flavors in our food. Let me tell you about the fruit, what it tasted like, and why it felt so manufactured. The fruit in question was let's just call it a mystery fruit. I bought it from a local market, drawn in by its vibrant color and intriguing shape. It looked perfectly edible, almost too perfect. That should have been my first clue. The first inkling that something might not be quite right. Now, about the flavor. Initially, the taste was overwhelmingly sweet. There was a sort of generic fruitiness. Though it was impossible to pinpoint the specific fruit it was attempting to emulate. It lacked the nuanced layers of flavor you get with a naturally grown piece of fruit. There was no tartness to balance the sweetness, no subtle acidity to give it a refreshing zest. And absolutely none of the earthy undertones that often accompany the real thing. Just a one-dimensional, sugary sweetness. Think of a particularly sweet candy, or a brightly flavored soda, rather than the taste of fresh fruit. Picked at the peak of ripeness. The texture was also a bit off, contributing to the unnatural sensation. It was almost too uniform, a little too rubbery. It didn't have the varied textures you'd expect, the pleasant contrast of textures that make eating fruit such a sensory delight. No juicy bursts of flavor with each bite. No fibrous strands, just a consistent, slightly artificial chew. So, what could be the reason for such a manufactured flavor profile? The answer likely lies in the way the fruit was grown, harvested, and what was added to it. There's a whole, complex science behind flavor creation. Companies pour resources into mimicking natural flavors, aiming to perfectly replicate them using a cocktail of chemicals in a laboratory setting. Their goal is the perfect flavor profile, a worthy ambition. But unfortunately, it often results in something that is not quite right. This can be the result of a combination of artificial sweeteners, designed to deliver maximum sweetness with minimal calories, flavor enhancers that amplify certain taste components, and preservatives intended to extend shelf life. These ingredients, in unison, create a flavor that is intense, sometimes even appealing at first, but ultimately lacking in the natural depth and complexity that defines the real taste of fruit. It can also stem from the way the fruit is cultivated, with a focus on appearance or enhanced shelf life, taking precedence over the development of a complex and satisfying flavor profile. This can lead to fruit with less complex flavor profiles. Then there's the question of ripeness at the time of harvest, and the steps taken to ensure the fruit looks and tastes appealing. Fruit picked too early might be lacking in the complex compounds that give them their full flavor potential. In this case, artificial flavorings are often added to compensate for what the fruit lacks naturally, or the fruit could be treated with various chemicals to make it look perfectly ripe, even if its internal flavor profile hasn't fully developed. All of this made me question the source of my food, and the lengths to which food manufacturers go to present us with an idealized version of something. It made me more aware of the ingredients, the processing, and the potential for artificial manipulation of what we eat. The next time you take a bite of fruit, take a moment to really savor it. Consider its origins, and contemplate the symphony of flavors and textures. You might be surprised by what you discover, and how different it is from the manufactured imitation. And remember, sometimes, the most delicious things are the ones that haven't been overly engineered, the ones that are grown with care and allowed to develop their natural, full flavors.